Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. In Satsang, and of course in other circumstances too, one can hear what you search is what you are. And what you are is already is. So don't search. You are it. But you have to allow your mind not to interfere. Because why there is a search is because the mind is all powerful on oneself. He is always busy with something. So that it looks that it's because we are so used to acknowledge the mind that we probably, the mind totally forgot that he had also to keep quiet in order not to be misled by what he offers all the time. And what's a quiet mind? It's a mind which turns its face to all the outside, and the inner world is part of the outside, all what you can describe. So it turns his face from the outside to the inside, to the source of from where some movement rose, some presentation is offered. So there the mind gets quieter, or eventually even it just disappears with its owner to what is and was always there. And that's maybe called like realization of the self. I know that in essence I'm not only a person. There is some background that I am, but I cannot describe it. Well, that's it, huh? So the realization of oneself as such a imprint on the mind, because he gave a time not to be there, that the mind in the personal life continues to be busy, but he may be also attracted to have this amazing quietness because he surrendered once. So one can introduce, after a glimpse, if he sees that it's so precious because it made him search for so long, it made one go to unbelievable places and countries and meet so many people. So suddenly he's stopped in his search because, in fact, as a background, I am always myself. So when the mind comes back, means when the personal life reappears, according to each one it will be very different, but surely some time will be again dedicated not to be busy with the mind, because one sees that it's a tyranny, in fact, very useful in this world, but not to be at peace. Anyway, some questions about it. Welcome. And maybe it's easier than, rather than to hear stop the mind, it's easier to have that tool, but who feels is bound by the mind, or who is searching, because that question gives the direction of the source of the mind. So that may help more than simply here stop the mind or not. It doesn't matter, in fact. What matters is the fact to be freed from the mind just a moment. Because that moment, freed from the mind, is self-revelation. It's a natural, spontaneous self-revelation. It's what is. Where all the I and the yous are disappearing and reappearing. Yes.
When I sit here, I don't have anything to ask.
Yeah.
So in a sense, that's good.
Yeah.
I think. But then I can notice my my pattern. I notice my pattern.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, this is what I want.
Yeah.
No questions.
Mm-hmm.
But then I sit here also, after a while, I'm like, I need a question here. You know, so it's like I'm bringing back the
no,
mind.
you don't need to be tyrannized by that thought. You don't need.
Yeah, but that's, I think, what's happening when I, in a sense, get what I want, in a sense, nothing, then I always cling back to the old pattern of ask a question.
You're not at the same time. One you are freed from that, and then your mind reappears with these old patterns. You see, it's a mind. So here you can, it's not always like that, but let's say if you are in Satsang, you can see, okay, it's the mind, so it's not who am I, it's not where I love to be. And you let it pass like a cloud, knowing, because what you love or what you in the past wanted to attain is prior to all this. It is there that you are happy or quiet or at peace. So just know that you are from where you can see everything. And there, according to circumstances, you will have a stop, no, it's enough, I don't want to be with my mind. Or you just go with your mind, because the life is such. But it doesn't matter, because you have seen, or you see just now, you can make it always just now, from where you see it. That's what I am, that's what I was searching. Here is the fulfillment of any search. So now, when in satsang you have this thought, oh, I need to ask a question, just don't go there, let it pass. Because you see, the mind, you will not make the mind flat, not asking you questions or proposing so many things. The mind remains the mind in the world of appearance, but you don't place yourself in the mind. At least you didn't for a moment. So that is the important thing. The mind, don't try to make the mind always flat and with no question anymore and no wonders and no. The peace is not in an attitude or in an attained state of the mind. The peace is not there because it always goes. It's from where could you see that? Yeah, sure.
You say a quiet mind.
Yeah.
And sometimes I hear you say also like, I just the distinction of a quiet mind, because I can feel like it's nothing. It's not even anything going on. But then I can also hear everything that's going on and not paying attention to it, or just, is that also a quiet mind? Is both of those a quiet mind? Because the third position is that I hear my mind and I just follow it all the time.
Yeah, sure. No, a quiet mind is a mind which doesn't take himself for the only reality. Whatever happens. So it's not that you are in the mind at that time. You are where you are, as you always have been, but you know that in the person which lives, which makes us together and all that in this world, the mind is quiet if he remembers, if he's just aware, oh, who am I, or if he's busy. But all this is not seen from the mind. This is the thing. It's from where you are. It's from where the mind suggests you to attain that. But again, it's a thought which is an utopia, because you cannot attain that. You already are what you search. And from there you can see the mind. Or you can see what is a mind. What is mind? And sometimes you have a quiet mind and sometimes not. Because a quiet mind can be also quietened by a fulfilled desire. Just punctually it is quiet, or something like that. Not necessarily because he is aware of what is. And if you still have a belief and that you had a quiet mind through some circumstance, then you will try to reproduce the circumstance to have the same thing, even if it is with practices, you see. That's why it has some effect, those practices and all that, but it is not, it's just temporary effect. It is still in the realm of the possibilities of the creation. You're still bound with the mind. You are still believing in so many things. There is not a single belief which will be true, which will be worth to keep about this subject. Yeah.
I feel a burning question.
Yeah, please.
My doctors told me that I have not much time left in this body on this earth,
Okay.
and I'm completely at peace with that. It only makes the urge stronger to be of service to my environment. And my central question is, how can I be an instrument of love?
Of course, if you take care of what is, means if you just don't pollute it by thoughts of your mind and suggestions of your mind of helping something, that takes care, not you. In fact, you will not go anywhere, you see. You are already at the right spot. It's a way to speak. That takes care of its own creation.
But that's also where the question comes from, because I feel like I'm ready here. I have no goals anymore for myself, so that's why I want to be of service to others. And
The goal is to dedicate more time to yourself. That will help the world. No thought help. It's not a teaching which helps, you see. It is from where it is pointed. So in the end, from where it is pointed, you keep quiet because you are prior to any pointing, any idea of helping the world or not. The example is not through necessarily through teaching or through some actions. The example is also, it can be also just to be, you see, just to be. It's a very efficient example to help, if you like this word.
feels like a big relief. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Yes. And don't trouble it anymore.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
My question is how to be with the fear of being.
The fear of being is an envelope, it's a cloth you put on yourself. So just be naked. You are already, you know. In fact, it's an idea we have. Yes.
It's in this person, it's in the body.
Yes.
This.
Good. Okay, you can describe and you can locate that fear. So you are not it.
I know this.
Okay, you know it.
This person remembers how it is to experience without no I.
Yeah, but then make it alive just now. Don't consider what your body presents.
My mind understands.
Let it contemplate what you are.
Thank you.
Yes.
You just said as an answer, just to be. You have just to be.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't this useful for all of us? Isn't this what we all have to do? I mean, I have these thoughts, these pressing thoughts. I have to practice.
Yeah.
I suppose that the idea is to drop these pressing thoughts and just to be.
Yeah.
If I have to practice, I will practice.
I don't know if you understand, but if you practice, it is to bring you at some point to question the practice. Because what the practice offers you is to be yourself. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So, but you are already yourself. But maybe you needed years of practice to come to this and see, but why should I practice if I am already myself? And then you keep quiet. You don't need to practice then. Yeah.
Hello. It seems much easier not to follow the mind in your presence. And I guess I shouldn't become dependent on that.
Don't throw me away. Bring
No.
me wherever you are, then I will anyway disappear at some point when you will be fed up of my presence.
I guess I wish there was a way to always be in your presence, even though not physically.
What?
I hope there would be a way to not follow the mind without being in your physical presence. But I have nothing against being in your physical presence, just to be clear.
No, but I am in your mind. I'm already in your mind. It's too late. So wherever you are, I am in your mind. And what is this presence? Tell me. What does it mean to you? What does it point out to you? My presence, what does it point out to you?
Sitting here makes it easier not to follow the mind. This is all I can
Yeah,
say
but
right
wherever
now.
you sit, I am with you. That's what I tell you. I am already in your mind.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling you, wherever you sit.
So then I'm measuring it by what appears again, I guess.
Yeah, but I am trying to remove that from you.
Yes, please.
It is done, but just listen to me.
Sorry?
It's already done. You listen to me. I am in your mind. But what is in this mind? I point out to what you already are before I appear, even, or disappear. So you may need for some time this support to be reminded. But don't worry, once you are by yourself, I will appear or disappear at your will. You will not be bound by that. Yeah. So don't make the difference between the physical and the mental.
Physical and mental. What did you say?
You don't make the difference between I am physically now, so it works, I am myself when you are there. And when you are not in this kind of satsang, you are where you live, for example. I am not there physically, so but I am in your mind. You agree or not?
Yes.
Yeah, you think of me, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, or I appear in you. Okay, so it's the same. Don't make a difference. It's the same. The pointing is the same.
Yes, this I get.
Okay.
The feeling is different.
Who cares about feeling? The pointing tells you don't care about feelings. Feeling is an experience again. Huh?
Yes, that's very clear.
Good. That's why you see Papaji, people can meet Papaji even today. They can have a meeting with him. It's about what he points out. Then, of course, that is a finger having a certain shape, but we are not with him for his shape. Especially he is dead now in his shape, and still people are impressed. It's not by his shape, it's by what he points out, or what he is the symbol of, what we want to realize. So again I say, don't divide so much physical, mental, and the symbol of the mental, which throws you where you already are, in fact. Yeah. Yet welcome. Huh?
It's not that I don't want to come here.
Hello.
Hello.
There's this idea I want to speak out that that I need to practice to not be distracted. And since I'm going home now for many months, and there won't be any satsang there, or nothing like this.
Satsang is only outside.
But yeah, I just can't understand what you say by it, because I feel like I will get distracted again without satsang.
But satsang is in you. You will see. Maybe you had a bad experience or a different experience before. You will see. Satsang is with you. Since you are so much attracted to the pointing of satsang, to be what you already are, but your mind tells you something else. So take benefit, you have satsang with you now. No escape. What?
I don't know. I've seen that in the past. I've just
In the past, don't go in the past. Don't go in the past. Even when physically you go from here, don't go in the past. Because then there will be no satsang. Satsang is always in the present. Don't worry in advance.
Okay.
Because you carry the past, so you carry much the future. Oh, I fear because in the future of the past I was... you see, we are always busy with the mind. And the satsang, what is the beauty of satsang? It's always here now. And that's possible to be here now when you don't touch or when you don't carry or link yourself with the mind. And what is the mind? All what is presented through emotions, feelings, through physical things, and through conceptualizing. All that is mind. All that is a creation. And satsang gives you a moment to be freed, just to be. And then, of course, as it is a self-creation, creation comes back, but then you know it's the creation. And whenever you have the urge, you just leave everything, and you just are, as you are always. But then the mind is surrendered for a moment. What? What difficulty came?
There's this thought that
A thought, yeah. Tell it, let's see.
that I will probably get distracted because sometimes it's the easier choice than being present.
No, forget about all that. You will be distracted, it's normal. We still have a life, and what is a personal life? Distraction. But because you have this love, because maybe you just tasted at least, you have a taste of being, that will wake you up here and there. Don't worry. You have to trust that. That will wake you up. And then you don't look, oh, I was distracted 10 hours, what is terrible. No. You always have been yourself. It's just a play. So what is absolutely important for you is to give importance, essentiality to when you are just woke up. Oh, what am I doing? And you honor it by being a moment just by yourself. and then again, of course. When you still have a body alive, you see, don't make legends and all that in your mind. When you still have a body alive, you will like to be a bit distracted. It's just natural. It's a movie. It's a dream. But we are in it, so it doesn't look like. But it's natural. You cannot have even those who go to cave. They have a life of distraction. They are so happy to go and take a bath and to wash their one cloth and to just go for bhiksha, for food, and to look a bit at people, even if they don't speak. It's normal. What's wrong with that? It doesn't mean you are not yourself. That is the point to get. I am always myself. I don't confuse that with events and what comes and goes. That is the realization. It's not something suddenly you know, oh, I am myself and it is like this and like that. No. You just know you are yourself. And all the rest is an appearance. Hear it again and again. Why not? If it is on YouTube, then
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Just want to say I feel very happy to be here
Yeah.
with you and have some. I feel like I'm with you in the light.
A little.
I'm with you in the light and the presence. I feel this spacious being. Even though I have some strong energies playing in my body at the moment, but
Yeah.
I feel you welcoming me in a very beautiful way
Yeah.
in this light. And
Yeah.
I'm
Honor that.
very happy
Yes.
for this.
Honor that. Yes. All the rest is the play.
Yes. Thank you.
You are sleeping? Hi. You are not less yourself because you sleep. It's just the mind who is in ignorance then, in sleep. You see, it's a great gift for yourself to not to be enslaved to suggestions, ideas about what is it. Yeah. You will never know what it is, but can be at peace instead of searching. This is the thing. You know, all those things of satsang and the gurus and the masters and the teachers, they're fingers, isn't it? Fingers pointing. But why there is a finger is because we think we are somewhere. We are somebody, we are somewhere. So a finger appears according to the demand, it will direct to a certain direction. But once you look into that direction which is given, there will be a natural acknowledgement that you don't need the finger. You just are at the proper place it tried to show, as you always have been, but you thought differently. So you don't need, it's because somebody reminded me of that sentence, kill the Buddha. Yes, sure, it can be, and it's quite an outrageous sentence and all that. But in fact, it is that. It's the sudden acknowledgement that you don't need a finger because you are where it showed, where it pointed. So in a natural way, it disappears. Of course, even if physically you can see still and so on, but it really disappears. So, but it comes in a natural way, suddenly in a natural way.
Hi, Ganga.
Hi, Gopal.
I just took the microphone now, and yeah. So you talked also something about the Buddha, and so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
And I have a very nice Buddha at home, and was always my holy Buddha, and his name was Henry.
He was hungry today?
Huh?
Today he was hungry?
No. His name was Henry.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
his name was Henry. Yeah. And then, yeah, it had always a nice place, also with you, and so with your picture. And then I made some body exercise in my tiny house, and there is not a lot of space. And yeah, but I took care, and then afterwards I don't know, I just touched the Henry, and then he fall on the floor, and now he has no head.
So you are his master.
And now it's still in the tiny house, Henry without head. And every day I look at him, and then I just ask myself, should I repair it or not? And,
You put the head beside.
huh?
You put the head beside.
Yeah, it's beside.
That's it.
And it feels good.
Well, it reminds you what he points out after all. Huh?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah.
he's more. You didn't understand before, so he had to do
Yeah.
this kind of thing so
Yeah, he
that you
was
are a bit more
sacrificing
shocked.
himself.
Be shocked each time. Very good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. Good. That's the story to this, and then yeah. And then yeah, it's now it's gone. The other thing is gone. What I wanted to tell or ask or so.
The head is beside.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I just see if the eye is taking, the eye has a really lot of burden. So in my case, so if these ideas and concept and all, and then wants to escape uh, to what the mind is presenting. So there is still an eye who wants to escape or has.
But I will always escape and
Yeah.
be distracted and all that.
Yeah.
Are you what you think you are? This is the question. It is not about you should transform this I,
Yeah.
not to be distracted or whatever.
Yeah.
It's about who am I?
Yeah. But the eye doesn't understand it. What
I am telling since 27 years, you will never
yeah.
understand it.
Yeah. But the eye still tries it, really, and yeah,
It
and
tries,
okay,
yeah. It
tries it. Yeah.
But who sees that?
Who sees that? Yeah.
Don't try to see.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
who
yeah.
sees be
Yeah.
who see
Yeah.
you are it, but
Yeah.
just allow to be who sees that.
Yeah, who sees that? Then there is no answer, and the eye escapes.
No, but even don't go there.
yeah.
Just be where, from where you see that. Just allow to be it without commenting again. I will never know it. So, this is because then you go in your mind again at once.
Yes.
So you have to, at least for a split second, try to be completely naked.
Yeah.
Split second.
Please. Yeah.
How many seconds, Narayan? How many seconds in one day? Okay, it's a lot, huh? Many seconds.
Times 3,600.
Oh.
Times 24.
Oh, wow. So 1 second. Because you see, it's just to, that split second is so important because it is just to make reveal what is always there. But it is not revealed objectively. And that imprint on the somebody will be very strong. And that will come again to wake you up to that if or when you again forgot and things like that.
Yeah, it wakes me up during the day very often, so that I'm just quiet. Yeah. But at the moment now, if I look at you, there is still a little, there is an eye or something is still there.
But you agree it's a thought. You are in your mind when you say that.
Yes. Yeah.
And you think that the mind one day will just be so obedient that he will never trouble you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Henry. Yeah.
Of course, here, the life of someone who has included those, let's say, split seconds in his life, here it's not in one's hand to have a certain destiny. Means, oh, I would like to be more meditative, or means more simply not busy with the mind, and so on. You have to live the life it looks like, at least, which is glued to your body and mind and person. But it doesn't mean that you are not yourself. It's just in the appearance, some people look more like contemplative than others. But that's not in one's hand. And it doesn't mean they are less themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it looks, this body, it takes birth with quite with a luggage of attachment, desires, unconscious things and whatnot. So it just displays widely. And but it doesn't mean anything. It's not an impediment to know yourself.
My grandmother, she already said so. Human beings, they are thinking, and God is guiding. So just what you are. So that this is, doing everything. So for you or for the I, or and I see this. So and I trust also on this, that what I am is really, at the end, the I has nothing really to do, and what I am is bringing everything what it needs for the person to release or whatever, and so yeah. But something is still there what identifies with what the eye perceives. So there's still something.
But why you follow your mind? The split second, what does it mean? It is not that your mind is fixed and surrenders. It's just that you you are not with your mind, and it's possible only a split second. And what it shows then, when somebody reappears, oh, that's the background, that's my real self. And the life continues and is stopped here and there, more or less, by another split second. But you see, it is, the goal is not necessarily to understand this creation, what it is not. Because when we figure out, it's because we want to figure out the meaning of this creation and the meaning and this and that. And that is science, that is the scientific mind, which is very useful and very beautiful and attractive also, because it explores. Here, the unknown of what you are will never be discovered. You see, in science, what you don't know can be discovered one day. Here, it's not. It is not. That is the background of all.
This I understand.
It's more than understanding, isn't it? No, I just remind you, it's just more than understanding. So actually, you are quiet about this search. Your mind may not be quiet yet. It may take some time. Not that he will be quiet, but I mean, he will know at once, okay, I speak about this manifestation. I cannot, and that may continue.
I have this picture of.
No, you put that in front.
I
Okay.
have this picture,
Oh,
but I don't know the name in English. Sarg in German, and in English is Sarg. So when you
Manju, what does it mean?
It's a coffin.
Coffin. When you are die, you are in this. Then you are on this in this box.
Yeah, but again, you see, you figure out.
Yeah, no, and I have
Ah,
just,
in the box, yeah, we have
that-
forgot. Well, or in
that
ashes.
like the mind is already in the box, and the ceremony is also ongoing, or maybe it's already passed and there is the box, and then sometimes the box is open it and so, and then it comes out, hey, come on, I'm still here, or whatever, something like this.
Oh my God, we are in a movie, huh?
Yeah,
A movie in a movie.
No, but just it happens something like this, so that it's already seen and all, but this guy or what it is opens the box and yeah, and then he troubles something and me.
I know you are a funny guy.
Yeah, but this is not so funny. So for me. Yeah. That's why to burn is more sure, you see. You cannot open the box. Yes.
I mean, if I don't follow any thought now, then I don't have any question, of course.
You can ask, you know. We never know.
It feels like identity with the body is not a thought. Here.
Yeah, sure.
And I feel like I can't say that I can't die.
You can't say that? I can't die, you say?
I feel like I can't say that I cannot die.
Ah, yeah,
I can't say that I'm eternal.
Yeah. The seeker says so. The seeker says so. Yeah. So he has to hear why you believe so much in your ideas or concepts. Why? Because it's my experience. But you see, you can describe your experience. What is it that can describe?
It is clear that I see everything that I then describe.
Yeah. So the question was not what to understand what you see, but who am I? Who is that which can see? What is that which can see?
That is totally transparent.
Yeah, you cannot reach there. Because you are it. You cannot go there. The mind disappears when you go there. And he will speak of transparency or emptiness and things like that. Because he cannot catch it. He doesn't know. He disappears there. Yeah. So honor that split second where you could say it's transparent. It's not the transparency. The mind disappeared and said that. But from where it could say that? That's the split second you give to yourself. That's what you are.
And then it reappears and wants to and it says that it was wrong because I cannot say that I cannot die.
Yeah, but
And then I went back
why
there
you
again.
trouble yourself by what your mind just said? He will speak nonsense, actually. Your mind. Nobody is smart here. Just know, oh, it's that split second, that moment, from where I could see, it's transparent, even if it has a nonsense. But the mind still tried to commence, and he said, while disappearing, he said, oh, this is transparent, because he cannot catch anything. But from where this could be uttered, that is the split second, which is what you are, and not as a person. What is the background of everything? Some people call it consciousness or awareness. Yeah.
And how do I stay there?
You have not
Because
to stay there. You are always there, but you go into your mind. Okay. Know then, oh, I am in my mind. It's not that you lost who you are. I'm just covering it by looking and being identified with my mind. But as a creation, it's also the wish of the self-creation. It's like that. Yeah. Because after all, we search in his dream, in his own creation. We are searching. So he creates like that.
It feels so good to be out of it.
Yeah, just keep quiet, yeah. And you are always it. Only because this body is still alive, he will play his movie. But on what you feel or are now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell.
It keeps coming.
Yeah, the mind. Yeah, but it's the mind. Yeah, you agree?
Yeah, and yes.
Okay. Then it's the mind. Then where are you when you said, after you said that?
After I said what?
Hmm?
No, now I'm confused here. Where am I?
It was a thought. And then when the thought passes, where are you? I am in myself. Another thought may come. Okay, another. Then at some point, oh, enough. I always have been myself. Only the person was busy.
I'm going all for it here. So I also mentioned some previous satsang that attention keeps going into the head or in different parts of the body.
No, but that's
that's
not,
also...
that is attention. Okay, it's a practice in a way, but then you are a witness and so on. When it is spoken in satsang about vigilance, it is vigilant to just give yourself a split second where you are nobody or everybody, but you are not the person with its personal life, you know. You know, this freedom, this liberation, it is not that it is somebody who liberates itself. This is what we always somehow We are blind and deaf about that. It is just to discover from where this person came and where it goes when it dies. So it is not someone who is freed. It's just the nature of the background. Ramana spoke of a screen. It's a way to speak because it's unexplainable, but it's not bad to say so also. It's not personal, and it was never. So it is to give space, a split second, or forget the split second, to give space to that. And then, of course, since you have still a life in this body, the movie continues. But you have seen once for all, when you gave a split second to allow yourself to disappear in what is, you allow yourself to see, oh, my real nature. When I say the real nature of things is that, and all the rest is a movie. And sometimes you will have to remind you that's possible in the life, or that itself reminds you, as I say. But don't try to have a different life than the one you have. About this, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So the great masters is because we only read hagiography about them, you know, it's not even a biography, it's a legendary biography of those. So they only speak about that, they're absorbed in that, of course, because it's true also. But if you see their life, then suddenly you see somebody busy in the market to choose the best potato or whatnot, and fighting with a rickshaw, voila, which was asking too much money and all that. So what you do with this kind of thing? If you believe there has to be a perfect way to be, you will criticize that. Oh, that behavior is not corresponding to what I have seen. But what have you seen? You have seen beingness. You have not seen becoming perfect. So, if you read well all those biography, you will see it's not about a person being freed. The person continues his character. But it doesn't mean you cannot know who you are. What is the background of all that? And that is with everyone. And the possibilities with everyone. And that removes the natural human anxiety of the death, generally. Or, you know, these deep anxieties we don't know, and so on. And even if you are troubled in your mind, to have seen that when somebody reappears, it's true that the mind who has been absorbed from where he comes from can carry a kind of real peace. Even if he's troubled by life, for some reason he will never search again, because he knows, it knows. So it's a great gift. And one can give oneself this gift if he wants, if he's interested. At once. Oh. So thank you very much.